of players that we have here today. So I think it's going to be crazy. I think this matchup is really, really rough for both sides. Both characters kind of suffer from juggling options. Both characters have very great juggling tools. So I think it's going to be really explosive once someone gets a hit in neutral. So let's see it. These guys are going to start it off, of course, on Smashville.
And something interesting about both of these players, they're both very aggressive, but in different ways.
Yes.
Nairo is known for constantly pressuring you going forward at any given time. Mr.E is known slightly more calculated in the sense that he will shield, but at any given time, if he can hit you, he will go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you see there with him just starting off with those forward airs again and again. But right now, he's in the Nairo setup. This is exactly what Nairo loves to do to his opponents.
Yeah,
so Mr.E does alleviate it.
Beautiful damage. Okay, can you up air string? Yeah, just going for a triple up air. Start up, get the reset. And that's it. That's gone.
And he got the up B. Mr.E was not able to DI out of that. And he's known for his SDI, so I'm a little surprised that happed to connect.
Yeah, it's going to be rough, especially once you get hit by that proper hit. So I think that's why Nairo tends to go for that setup nowadays. Goes for the triple up air, and if he catches you, you end up being at the right percent. Oh my goodness.
And Nairo is carrying him literally a horizontal elevator off the stage.
Yeah.
Mr.E does finally manage to get back and get his footing. Went for the jab, didn't want to trigger the F smash, wasn't at the correct spacing for it, just got some extra damage with F tilt.
Yeah. Okay, no, not going to work. Good jump in.
And Nairo just so relentless, and you notice he jumps up there and baits out air dodge time and time again. And if he's a little worried about not getting the air dodge, he just leaves the situation and lets Mr.E land.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's really good at not overextending in those scenarios, and yet he's so good at tackling those, and that's a good medium to have. Oh, is that a life? No, not yet.
Very fortunate for Mr.E. However, Nairo is going to take that 2-stock, and you could see he was starting to get a lot more confident with his options.
Yeah.
And a confident Nairo is a scary Nairo.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at what he was able to do. Like I said before, man, these guys are explosive. These guys are going to go back and forth. I know it's just going to be a high-octane match, plain and simple. And, again, like I said, once someone gets a hit in neutral, it's going to all cascade because these guys are really, really good at continuing to maintain that advantage, especially not just because of their characters, but also these guys as players.
Yeah, 100%. But that time, Mr.E wasn't able to really get that first hit in beautiful by Nairo. 70%, but he still converts, actually gets the up B in a falling up air. Well, hits the ground short hop up air right after.
Oh, my gosh.
And again, Mr.E, not able to get his footing, and you could tell he's being a lot more defensive than we're used to.
Yeah. See, yep, perfect percent. Oh, he's going to get out the last hit, though.
Good stuff, and he needs something like that. 90% is not a bad spot for Marth to be in because he can't get tipper range, but if Nairo hits him one more time, the stock might be gone.
Yeah. Okay. Good coverage right there of the roll option. Down throw, and anything here. All right, here's the juggle.
Mr.E going to search for that F smash, wasn't able to hit the mark though. Nairo just really wise of leaving the situation. Mr.E going for the inside, I guess, tipper hitbox of the sword. Definitely difficult to connect with, but he's obviously confident with the character.
That one did not work. He should have had a kill there, unfortunately, but hey, he thought at that point in time he'd get the spacing. Didn't work out.
Mr.E did bring it back. He was down about 90% when this match started. So if he can just get one clean hit, he can definitely make something happen. Nairo not trying to give him the chance,
no opportunity.
And Mr.E kind of just threw that F smash out there. He's looking a little, I guess, desperate at this point, just wants to close out the stock.
Yeah. He's looking a little bit flustered.
Which is surprising after his performance against Captain Zach. With a win that dominating, you would think he'd have a lot more confidence at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, up air. Yeah, it's going to be a kill. Okay. Now, like you were talking about earlier, he does have tippers on deck, so he can get extremely early kills. And, of course, these juggle states, so once someone gets in there, these guys can get a lot of damage. So this is not far from over.
You're 100% correct. And as you said that, 32%, 41 has gone unanswered. Mr.E looking like he still has some life left, but Nairo just putting him off the stage, going to get him with a ledge trap.
It's a ledge option. Ooh, okay.
So sneaky.
The confidence, man.
And as he might go for a ledge trump after this. No, the up B from Marth actually does clip him, allowing Mr.E to avoid any setup Nairo was potentially going to go for.
Yep, I like that. That was clean. That was clean. Don't push buttons. So he's going to get that charge, of course, on the down smash. And so that should make it even more harder to actually punish on shield, of course. And now that you have the jab one there, that's going to be like frame one jab. So it's going to be really, really difficult for him to deal with, especially right after that timing. You have to react quickly. Of course, he wasn't able to do so, and he was able to close it out with that javelin into the boost kick.
Yeah, the only thing that may have been able to interrupt it was possibly an up B from Marth. It does have invincibility on it. However, Mr.E didn't seem to be as confident as we're used to seeing him.
Yeah.
So it didn't seem like he was really going to throw it out in that situation.
Yeah, man. And Audi Smash says it to himself, man. This is a super, super volatile matchup. And that's why I love it.
You know, one thing that Mr.E is very, very good at is edge guarding, but that doesn't generally come into play when you're fighting against Zero Suit Samus. He has a plethora of options to recover at any given time, from down B to Zair to up B. So difficult to really pin his ZSS down.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that when you look at what Marth can do against Zero Suit Samus, he has options to beat them, but because that she can either just go for a tether really quickly, which is really hard to react to, or she can go for a boost kick, or a flip jump to get away. It's one of those things where you have to just make a bet on what you're going to try to punish, and that's what makes it hard.
And then especially a player like Nairo, who's just relentless on his pursuit of you. You know, good power shield there on the F tilt, was able to get that grab. Mr.E, you know, taking his first lead of the round, actually.
Okay, trying to abuse that short hop Nair, which should be fundamentally good in this matchup. Of course, both characters try to use Nairs in this scenario to actually cover their general approach options.
Nairo gets the grab. The follow-up is indeed a back air, and it takes that stock Mr.E down against Nairo. If he wants to avoid this, you know, 3-0, he's going to have to get something going.
Yeah.
Maybe slow down the pace of the match. Beautiful tech coming in from Nairo. He knew that up B was coming so far in advance, but the Thundercats coming in from Mr.E, him saying, I'm still here, I'm not going to take this 3-0 lying down.
Yeah, not yet.
Force smash is there. He gets the
Tipper
tip.
gonna do it? No, not yet.
At 124%. You know, a side B can take this stock, and F smash can do it. But right now, Nairo's saying none of these will connect. You know, if I have you on the defensive.
Oh, good F tilt. Oh, I love the setup. Wasn't able to get it. Yeah. Can we close out that stock there? Again, Mr.E in a similar situation that we've seen him for the past 2 games.
Good job right there. Nice delayed forward air right there. Got 12%. Grabbed the up air immediately after. Tacked on another 15.
Woo!
Unfortunately, he's at 27.
Oh,
he can't do anything.
No. Oh, no.
No.
Dead?
Oh,
dead.
Oh, my
Yes,
goodness.
yes,
Mr.E
yes.
did not take this lying down. Wow. He messed up the neutral B, but I wonder, you know, maybe he started neutral B and then realized it was not going to connect.
Yeah.
And then backed up so he could get a tipper F smash.
Really, really well done.
Which might have been a good correction if that is the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely good correction there.
But no one would have seen that coming.
Yeah.
24%. ZSS lost her stock because of a shield break.
Yeah, that is Marth personified, man. There's a lot of characters in this game. Once you pass the 20% threshold, you are actually dead to a tipper if you get to charge.
Just great stuff right there. And good job with Mr.E kind of checking Nairo. He said, you're not going to just hold your shield around me. I'm still here to play. I'm in this top 16 for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, but Nairo does have that counter pick. Battlefield is one of ZSS's best stages, and Nairo plays it like none other.
No rage there to make that kill.
He's very fortunate for Mr.E, you know, because he's always in it. He believes he can win any match, and Marth has the tools to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forward air. Ooh,
Okay, I like that.
Great stuff coming in.
Did not get the full hop up air there that he wanted from extension, and he's going to pay for it dearly, potentially.
Nairo throwing out so many tricks. Mr.E looking like he's seen a lot of them.
But not that one.
You got to see the intel of it, which is the skies.
All right.
41% sitting on Nairo. Not even a minute into the match, and Nairo took that stock, and he's making quick work of Mr.E right now. Tacked on another 21 immediately after.
Okay. Good strike.
Mr.E juggling phenomenally at the moment. Seems to just be getting Nairo each and every attempt that he tries to land.
Yeah, and this is what you were talking about, man. Just having this edge guard off stage. Good play again. Rinse and repeat.
And Nairo can't down B right now. He does still have access to the tether. He does manage to finally hit the ground, and this might do it.
Not yet.
The DI right now. Great for Nairo. Exactly what he needed because he wants to get more percent than just 21, but Mr.E is not having any of it.
Yep. That's what I like to see.
And this is when you can tell Mr.E is feeling himself again. He's back in the game. This is the Mr.E we're used to seeing.
Yeah, that kind of aggressive player, man. That's the mindset he has. He knew the pressure was there. He knew the momentum was on his side, and he took it.
Well, what's he going to do off of this? Got an up air, 10% or so. Wasn't able to get a ton going.
Yeah, but maybe here. Okay, he's on the platform. Catch him again.
Dropped in there, and Nairo is on the defensive. Very rarely do we see a player like Nairo actually retreat, and right now he is doing it, but Mr.E is just chasing him down. Gets the back air.
Oh, he's ready. Mr.E, tipper back air, has him off stage.
So fluid right now. And Mr.E looking for potentially his second largest win. His first being Zero, who he has defeated before.
Okay. Fair, I like that. No, gonna jump, not gonna have him in time. He gets right back into that center stage position. Nairo is moving.
He is, and he's moving so much, but is Mr.E gonna be able to recover?
Yeah, French tickler, is that it? Yes, it is.
Wow. And talk about a mastery of a character. Nairo using the side B of ZSS to actually secure that win. That move is so underused. Rarely do you ever see it.
Yeah. You definitely don't usually see that one, man. But he's someone who has actually been time and time again trying to use it more often than not. And I hit him along with Marth. So I'm really, really excited to see that kind of pressure and that presence of mind there to close that one out. He had been using it earlier before, kind of in Game 1 scenarios. Then he kind of reeled back, wasn't using it as often. And then, of course, you're going to go back to the end game where you feel like you can clutch it out, show it to them again. Now that you've conditioned them, go and show it out. Works like a charm.
And it just shows the development of the metagame of Smash 4. It's never stagnant.
Right.
I can't stress this enough. Every couple of months, there's something new with almost the entire cast.
Yeah.